In June 1815, Napoleon faced the combined British and Prussian forces at Waterloo. But what if, instead of suffering defeat, he managed to outmaneuver his enemies? Napoleon's strategic brilliance secured a decisive French victory. Reinforcements arrived just in time, overwhelming the British forces led by Wellington. With the Prussian army failing to regroup effectively, the coalition forces collapsed. The battle ended with British troops retreating, and Wellington forced to surrender. Napoleon, standing victorious, saw his dream of a renewed French empire within reach. Napoleon's triumphant return to Paris. The streets of Paris erupted in celebration as news of Napoleon's victory spread. The emperor, now firmly in control, wasted no time in consolidating his power. With Britain weakened and Prussia shattered, the Seventh Coalition crumbled. France dictated peace terms, forcing Britain into a diplomatic settlement. Napoleon reaffirmed his rule, restoring confidence in his leadership. France strengthened its hold over continental Europe, ensuring stability under Napoleonic law. The European Confederation, instead of endless wars, Napoleon pursued a vision of European unity. He established the European Confederation, a system where nations retained autonomy but followed French governance and legal structures. The Napoleonic Code became the foundation of law across Europe, ensuring equality and justice under a single legal framework. Trade flourished as economic barriers fell and infrastructure projects connected the continent like never before. Paris became the undisputed center of culture, politics, and innovation, surpassing London as the world's leading capital. The fate of Britain. Weakened by defeat, Britain faced an internal crisis. The loss at Waterloo shook national confidence, leading to political upheaval. The British government, forced to negotiate with Napoleon, signed a peace treaty recognizing French dominance in Europe. The Royal Navy, still powerful, retained control of the seas, but Britain could no longer directly challenge France on the continent. Napoleon's eastern ambitions with Europe stabilized. Napoleon set his sights on the east. In 1820, he launched a campaign to restore French influence in Egypt and establish a route to India. Unlike his earlier attempt in 1798, this time, he had a powerful navy and a well-equipped army. The French successfully secured Egypt, expanding their reach into the Middle East. Napoleon's vision of an Eastern Empire grew closer to reality as French influence stretched across North Africa and into the Ottoman Empire. The rise of America as a rival power. As the French Empire flourished, another power was rising, the United States. With Britain weakened, America saw an opportunity to expand its influence in the Western Hemisphere. Tensions grew between France and the US as both sought control over global trade routes. The world entered a new era of superpower rivalry, with France dominating Europe and America asserting itself across the Atlantic. Napoleon's legacy and the future of the empire. By the 1830s, Napoleon's health declined, but his empire remained strong. His son, Napoleon II, was groomed to inherit the throne, ensuring continuity. Under Napoleonic rule, Europe enjoyed decades of stability, innovation, and economic growth. While rivalries with America and Britain persisted, the dream of a unified Europe under French leadership had become reality. Napoleon's legacy was secured not as an exiled emperor, but as the architect of a new world order. Conclusion: had Napoleon won at Waterloo, history would have taken a drastically different path. Europe might have united decades before the modern European Union, with France leading the way. The global balance of power would have shifted, creating a world where Napoleon's vision shaped the 19th and 20th centuries. And so we come to the end of our exploration of a world where Napoleon triumphed at Waterloo. A unified Europe under his rule, a shifted global balance of power, and a history rewritten. But one question remains: would this world have been better or worse? History gives us one version, but alternate history allows us to imagine endless possibilities. If you enjoyed this vision of a different past, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.